Hi, hello, welcome. Welcome back to another Onkruid video. Welcome back to another unedited Noita video. Feedback on the unedited version of this series has actually been overwhelmingly positive. A lot of people are just like, well, if this allows you to keep on producing Noita content, by all means, please do. They, of course, appreciate the edits, and I shouldn't say they, I should say you guys. You guys appreciate the edits, but you're like, it doesn't make or break the series. And I very much appreciate that standpoint. Shut the fuck up. Hey. Alright, there we go. I love that you guys appreciate it. You think that it's worth it, that it's beautiful, that it's nice, that it adds some value, but that you also appreciate the fact that just playing the game is already enough. It really is the best of both worlds, like Hannah Montana would sing about, and it is the best response I could think of, the best response I could dream of that I received because of you guys, and I want to sincerely thank you. It has motivated me quite a lot to play some more Noita. This time we are gonna focus on exploring those first floors a little bit. I was scared shitless there. I thought that we just killed ourselves right there. Ooh. Nah, the recharge time is a little shit. Holy shit, my brain is a little shit apparently. It does deal quite some damage. So if we don't get overrun by enemies, I think we are actually better off using this one for a second. If we can also aim well with it. We seem to be quite potent in the critical hit department as well. We are soaked in blood though, which increases the chance for that happening, but still. Can we use our crystals or are they just too useless? I think they are just too useless. I mean, sure, we would be able to get through there in a while probably, but it would take way too long for it to be viable in any way, shape or form. Let's head over to the left a little bit. I would love to find like one more wand at least if possible. I think that counts as a trick kill, right? Although I only seem to have received 10 gold nuggets. Maybe it doesn't, maybe I'm full of shit. Who knows? All that I know is that I'm back here, you know? Back on track playing that good old Noita. After a busy weekend. It's Monday. Oh, what's this? It is Monday right now. Quadruple scatterspell and return. Well, we're gonna add the damage plus to this one definitely as soon as we get to the Holy Mountain. Weekend filled with breakfast, really. Hello, Mr. Froggy. On Saturday, me and my family, my closest family, like my parents, my girlfriend, and my brother and his girlfriend, we went out for a nice breakfast here in the student city of Leuven, where I actually live. On Sunday, so yesterday, went with the entire family, almost with like a large part of the family, to a very exquisite, very fancy, I'm not gonna travel down there, a very fancy Easter dinner in like this big ballroom with like a giant buffet. I'm not talking about Phoebe. Also extremely nice. A lot of treasure chests this run. And then this morning with the other side of the family, yesterday, Sunday, the fancy version was with my father's side. This morning then with my mother's side, because we also always do a little Easter brunch or breakfast, whatever you want to call it. We had that. All in all, just enjoyable weekend all throughout. Burn away that oil real quickly. Which breakfast did I enjoy the most? That's a hard decision to make, really. Quite impossible even, potentially. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna spend time rushing through here, but we do have quite some wants, or not rushing through, but trying to fit through there. Quite some wants, a little bit of money, not too bad. Maybe the breakfast from today was the most fun, because the family there was nice, and 0.27. No, it's not necessarily better. The family there was nice, the environment was nice, it was just very, very chill. Not that the family in the... Oh, this is even a shuffle one, so that doesn't make any sense. Not that the families on the other occasions were not nice, but this morning it definitely stood out. Yeah, I think this is gonna be better probably. It's always a blast with those people. You take 50% less damage as long as you know active stain, no shuffling. Worms find you attractive. Let's go for the purely defensive stainless armor, because we don't get stained all that often, I think. This morning it was homemade dishes. Everybody brought a little something to the party. My mom, for example, made dessert, and she made some delicious cupcakes together with some brownies. They also had some nice appetizers in the form of some pork meat skewers. And then they had like the main course, the main breakfast course was things like croissant and things like, not bagels, I was gonna say bagels for some reason, but beans, sausage, egg, a bit of a full English breakfast vibe. Why is this lava still stacking up? We don't need this one because we're never gonna be using it either way. What else was there? There was some fish, some salmon. There was some bacon. There were some nice quiches. Is that a plural of quiche? Quiches? Quichai? Quiches? It was a very enjoyable occasion though. I was playing way too carelessly around those lava flies because I already noticed that they were damaging me for quite a ton, and still I was just headed straight into there. Water potion, sparkled, magic missile, not great. Yeah, some quiches, some especially tailored to my girlfriend as well, which is always very much appreciated. She is lactose intolerant, so she needs a little bit of a special treatment, but not in like, I'm not saying that in like a derogatory way or in like a way like, oh, there she is again with her special treatment. That's not what I'm getting at all. But we just need to pay a little bit extra attention to what we provide as food. But it turned out a-okay. It turned out fine. It was a lot of fun. And then after the breakfast, me and my girlfriend, we stayed a bit longer to play some board games with my aunt, who is also my godmother, and her husband, which is my uncle. Kind of messed up that entire sentence right there, but you guys have to power through me messing up because this is the unedited Noita content. You know what you signed up for. Played a fun little game that involved some arithmetic. Well, pouring fluids upwards is not as influential as I expected it to be. Some basic arithmetic. Hello, Mr. Fire Wizard. I missed you, buddy. Get drenched in water and die, please. Did a little bit too much damage to us to make it a viable strategy if we do it every time like that, but we're learning. You have all these triangle pieces. Every person starts off with 9 of them, and you kind of put them together like dominoes, if you will. Is the air wand better? No, I don't think so. You put them together like little dominoes, and you need to get as high of a score as possible, and you get a higher score by putting dominoes with high scores on top of them next to each other. How does it work exactly? Well, every one of those little triangles, the little pieces the game provides, have 3 numbers on them. One in every corner of the triangle. Triangle, triangle, huh? Three angles, whatchamacallit? What's wrong with me? What is the word I'm looking for? 3 angles? Yeah. What? I'm looking for another word, I'm sure of it, but it's a-okay. We are here to not judge me on my world knowledge. We are here to judge me on my abysmal Noita gameplay. 3 numbers, and you have to match 2 of the numbers together because you have to put the triangles next to each other side by side. So if you would have, for example, 5, 2, 3, you need to have 5, 2 on another side of another triangle to actually add them together, the 2 of them. And then you try and get as large a score as possible by finishing as quickly as possible, and that's not a problem for me, because if you finish as the quickest person, you actually get the scores of all the tiles that the other people in the room still had remaining. So if my godmother, my aunt, for example, still has a whole bunch of triangles there when I finish, because I finish quickly, I get the score combined of everything on every tile she has. So that could be, for example, like 50 if she was having a really bad round. And that's how you get ahead. And you win by... Looks interesting. You win by getting 400 as the first person, by getting getting to 400 as the first person. Also, like 20 seconds is a bit too large though. Doesn't seem all that interesting. We never played to actually completely 400 because that takes quite a while. Glass cannon. Alright, that solves my conundrum of whether the video is gonna be too long or not, because we are about to die in 3 seconds probably. Glass cannon is a fun little spell where everything from now on will just completely explode in our face. And it was a hard game to get into, but once you actually got into it, it was a whole lot of fun. Really chill, really like easy to learn, but very, very hard to master. Don't die again because of the lava, please. Learn from your mistakes. My aunt, she used to be a maths teacher, so she is quite good in like the basic arithmetic, the counting stuff, the things where normal people would probably use, or would almost definitely use a calculator for. Give me some teleportation. Hello, goodbye. Interesting. I don't even think it was unstable, right? Oh no, it is unstable. So the game was just like, you know what? Head over to the next level, buddy. You deserve it. Interesting. Worms find me attractive. No one tinkering. Enemies drop blood money. Ah, sure. No one tinkering. By the way, watch what happens if I fire this. That's what glass cannon does. So that's why we need to be extremely careful and probably only use the first spell in our arsenal for now, because that cannot explode in our face, I think. So no more one tinkering, but they drop blood money. So that's just like a large amount of money that is a bonus for us, and the only price we had to pay. Well, I say the only price we had to pay, but it's quite a large price to pay actually. That's quite a lot of monsters. Send a little firebolt down there if we can. A lot of stuff going on, man. There's a lot of enemies here. And I want to actually collect my gold if possible, but it doesn't seem to be quite possible. How much HP do we have left? 13. The answer is 0. It's not 13, it's 0. Thank you very much for watching this messy Noita episode. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.